Shalom, family. Shalom, shalom to everybody that's in the chat and out there watching. We're just going to touch on a few things that are going on. I'm sure everybody by now have heard about Omicron. And, it's funny because last night I sat up and I watched about 4 different doctors, listening to them talk. And I think it's safe to say these doctors in America are full of shit. Okay. And yes, I'm saying it. Doctors in America, listen to me now, are full of shit. And they know they're lying to you. I was watching, the last doctor I watched was early this morning, or last one I watched, and he was being interviewed, and he was saying he was cheerleading on the jab scene. Everybody should get the jab scene, the jab scene. And the reporter finally said, if Omicron goes into your T cells, doesn't that make the jab scene obsolete? And after he got finished cheerleading on the jab scene, he said, maybe. And his whole demeanor changed. I was like, they know the real answer. But in America, they are trained and conditioned to lie to you. Oh, you can't tell the public this. Oh, they gonna get scared. That's not for us, ladies and gentlemen. That's for them. If you tell them too much of the truth, they're going to get scared. So they got to pacify the very weak-minded among us by just going on and telling you a string of lies. This thing got 32 variations. It goes into your T cells just like HIV, okay? Once it gets in there, there's no way to test it. There's no way to contain it. And they're just telling you a bunch of lies. So I start looking at T cells and what happens and that's why so many people died of HIV. Once that virus reaches into the T cell, it is unattainable. You cannot contain it at all. And this Omicron apparently is nothing like Delta. In fact, they're totally, totally different viruses, and they do 2 totally different things. So over the last, I would say, about 36 hours, I've been listening to different doctors and reading and learning more about T cells and what they do. And wow, America and this planet is in trouble. And the reason why you're in trouble is because your time is up. You have spent 2021 trying to ignore a pandemic. But see, our Heavenly Father, He's going to come back and show you, you ain't going to be ignoring nothing. All right? With this new shit coming along, you ain't going to be ignoring nothing. Last night, ladies and gentlemen, New York, the state of New York, declared a state of an emergency. 8 countries are banned from coming here. 7 countries are banned from going to Canada. Don't tell me, oh, this is nothing. Y'all can miss us with all of it. Because number one, we know we're not going to get the truth from you. We already know that right up front. Number two, the longer you try to go on in power, all of you Gentiles, as long as you keep trying to act like it's all good and you're going to wake up every day and pretend like you still got it all under your thumb, He going to show you otherwise. And ladies and gentlemen, this is proof. Our Heavenly Father is hearing our prayers. If you didn't think He didn't hear you before, believe it now. Look at what happened after the blood moon. I told y'all to pray on the blood moon. That very day, America found out it was no longer number 1 on earth. China is. China is. The same day of the blood moon. Now we got this variant that is scaring the hell out of them. They are scared. They are scared. You are praying and he is listening. He hears his children. See, these folks have spent centuries praying against us. We are now waking the hell up and we know to pray against their asses. And look at this whole society. No matter how hard they try, they can't get up, honey. They've fallen and they can't get up. And this time there is no ambulance to come get you off of that damn floor. You're going to stay down there. He hears all of us. He hears his children, which means you keep on going in your prayers. Because look, they were whining about 2020 being a bad year. 2021 has actually been worse. It's been worse than 2020. 2020, what was the worst that happened? They had to sit at home. Really, that was the real worst of it. They had to sit their ass at home. Now they can't do enough to get this damn economy up. And the news of Omicron tanked the stock market. Okay, did you pay attention to that too? The news of Omicron tanked the stock market. So we know all too well what it's like being cursed. But these Gentiles, remember, they get double. They know how bad it's been for us. Can you just imagine what double will look like? Well, I think we're going to find out sooner than you can imagine, ladies and gentlemen. Sooner than you can imagine, we're going to find out. The whole world is shaking over this thing. I was looking at the news out of South Africa. So, it's really fascinating to me, and I'm going to continue to track it and watch what's going on. But see, you ain't going to ignore anything. He going to show you in more ways than one. You ain't going to get out of your bed and ignore shit. Those days are done. And if he got to kill everybody around you to get your attention, then so be it. That's all I got to say. He will get your attention. Count on it. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the upcoming solar eclipse. Let's talk about it. So, I thought it was initially a blood moon. So, that is my error. And I will correct that error. It is a solar eclipse. It's going to be a complete solar eclipse. And this will occur in just days. So it will be this coming next Saturday. And it will be in Antarctica. And it doesn't matter that you may or may not be able to see it, ladies and gentlemen, because all of that energy is still going to be coming upon the earth, no matter where it takes place. It doesn't make it less important because you won't see it here. Anything that he puts up in that sky is important, period. Okay? It is important. All right, y'all. So let's get into this. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. All right, now, please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Please give me a 1. All right. All right, let's get started. We're going to talk about this solar eclipse that's coming. So, ladies and gentlemen, one thing that's really significant about this is the only solar eclipse. This is the only full one for the year. Okay. And this is only days away. Yes, it is. So, those of you that have a fascination with the skies, this is our final event for 2021 as far as eclipses go. So we experience a lot of things in the sky that you don't even realize. There's meteor showers. We know of the blood moons, the full solar eclipse, and there's always something going on in the heavens. And these things have been going on forever since there's been a heaven. These things have been going on. So, what exactly is it about this solar eclipse? This is going to be ultra rare. Is only going to be seen in Antarctica. This is where the sun will cast a shadow over the earth, which is something that we don't see that often, but it is a total solar eclipse on December 4th, Saturday, this coming Saturday, and it is expected to last about a minute and 54 seconds. 1 minute and 54 seconds. That's how long it will last. So, this is going to be a pretty quick one in comparison to the last blood moon, which was nearly 3.5 hours. So, it won't be anything like that. So if we're not in Antarctica, so the best next thing is to watch it on live stream. There's always people live streaming this. Who will see it? They said tips of South America, Africa, Australia, New Zealand will get a peek of it. But to get the full show, you would have to be in Antarctica. So we're going to look, and they're harping on that 2024. I think they are scared of this 2024 eclipse, which is going to put a X across America, a big old X. All right, but we're going to look at 2022. Here is the eclipse calendar, and this is from timeanddate.com. So there's going to be 2 solar eclipse and 2 lunar eclipses in 2022. So after December 4th, we won't see anything until April 30th. And that's going to be a partial solar eclipse. So if you are in South America, Pacific, Atlantic, Antarctica, you will see it. And then the next total lunar eclipse we will be able to see. So that is May 15th to the 16th. So if you are in Southwest Europe, Southwest Asia, Africa, much of North America, South America, Pacific, Atlantic, Indian Ocean, and Antarctica. So that is almost a big chunk of the earth. We'll see that lunar eclipse. So that's a blood moon right there. And then another partial solar eclipse on October 25th, Europe, Southwest Asia, Northeast Africa, and Atlantic. We'll see that one. And the final one, November 7th through the 8th, lunar eclipse. This will be a total lunar eclipse, another blood moon. And this will Northern Europe, Northern East Europe, Asia, Australia, North America, much of South America, Pacific, Atlantic, Indian Ocean, Arctic, and Antarctica. So mark your calendars. It's going to be a bumpy ride for America from this point on. It is going to be treacherous for them, ladies and gentlemen. They don't believe it, but I tell you what, They're going to believe it before it's said and done, won't they? They gonna believe it. So that's what I want to go over. So anytime there's an eclipse, what I will do is I'll try to find out what time it will be seen in Antarctica, because I would like to see it on live stream, and I'll post the live stream in my community tab. Those of you that are interested in watching it, I'll put it there. That way you can watch it online. And just like the blood moon, I'm going to pray during the time of the solar eclipse, because whenever we see these things occur, trust me, it impacts life on earth. It really sure it really does. And one more thing, ladies and gentlemen, notice how the eclipses do not even start until after the Hebrew New Year. Nothing starts. So you don't have anything in January when these folks declare their new year. It doesn't start until after our new year on the Hebrew calendar. So this is going to be an interesting year. I just feel it. And we'll just be sitting back and grabbing the popcorn, and they're the ones that are going to be in despair. Big time. Look, they opened the economy back in the spring. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of the year and the economy is still in shambles in America. And they are just not getting it. They are not getting it. You are not getting anything back. Okay. 2019 was it. You're not getting a second more. Plain and simple. All right. So I have one more announcement. Those of you that come to the Bible study every week, Brother L will be with us live on December 4th at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. So if you are interested in listening to him, he will be live on my channel. So we already worked everything out, and he's really looking forward to it. And I know I am too. So don't miss that Saturday. If you don't have to work or anything and you can be here, please be here. All right. And if you are interested in coming, it will be 4 o'clock today where we will be starting. And I think the recording that I have from his podcast is probably about close to an hour of your time. So please enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. And, you know, we'll definitely be doing this again. And I'll keep up with that Omicron and see where it's headed. But it is very obvious. They know how bad it is, and they're trying their best to withhold it from the public. But I don't think they're going to be able to. How do you hide a pandemic? You can't. But somebody with a high IQ think they can hide stuff. It's inevitable. You can't hide this, man. You can't. So I will see some of you at 4. The rest of you, please enjoy the rest of your day. Until the next time, shalom, family.